A while back I received an email from a company. It said they would like to send me a lamp in return for a review. And I mean, my integrity's for sale cheap. I'm a single income teacher. So I said, yeah, sure. And this is what came. They call it the solar wall lamp. And then this is branded Ankway. It's touted as a wire-free sort of outdoor lighting. And it probably does that just fine. We've been beating on it now for, well, a week and a half, 2 weeks. When we look at the body, motion sensing, and so it's a lot like my stair treads in that it has to sense the dark and sense movement and to kick it on. It has 3 modes, one which is just on, one that turns itself on when it senses motion, I think, and then one that it's on low power and then kicks itself bright when it senses motion. It doesn't actually have an off button. You actually take this little rod right here and poke it through that hole to turn the stupid thing on and off. If there was a single complaint that I had on this machine, it needs an off switch. I could see this being incredibly useful when you're camping. You leave it on top of your backpack as you walk in or outside your tent or whatnot, and then at night, boop. But you can't turn it off without that little rod. It's just designed to run itself dead. So that's what we've been doing with it. It says on the box, it's metal body. Yep. Actually. Yep, metal body. Never fade. I'm sure it won't. The solar panel is bedded deep in clear epoxy, so that's got to be really tough. Waterproof. Well, it does have holes across the top here, so I'm going to go ahead and say no, it's probably not waterproof. And heat proof. Yeah, probably. The way it works, you're supposed to clip or screw this mounting bracket to something, and then the light slips in like that. It's not a bad feature. Unfortunately, when it's off its mounting bracket, it won't stand up. I think that's a kind of a bummer. So I think if I was the Ankway folks, it needs to stand on its own, and it needs an honest-to-God on-off switch that I don't have to poke with a piece of wire. Other than that, it's tough. I mean, I gave it to my 5-year-old, and he's been playing with it. The cost on Amazon is $18. Well, I mean, that's not bad for something that is as bright as a big Coleman lantern, and that you can just toss outside and let her charge up there and then illuminate everything for camping. That's really not a bad idea. Even that nightlight function where it kicks itself onto a very low level until it senses movement. That's a great idea. I like that feature. I think what we're seeing here is the technology that's been changing, you know, in like the North African and Saharan African villages where they skip putting in main power and just go ahead and go straight to, you know, solar and battery. So I think that's what we're seeing here. We've been overcast for a few days, and I just stick it in the window, and it's not even a south-facing window, so it doesn't, east-facing window, so it doesn't get a whole lot of sun, and I think that's really been bothering it. I haven't been getting the battery life the last few days, and it does say in the instructions that it really needs 7-8 hours. Nice, good charging to give it a fair shake. But I guess for an honest, fair review, for say an Amazon purpose, one, it's lightweight, it's quite small. We plan on using it. We plan on using it this summer when we can. Plan on leaving her sitting out there on the stoop of the trailer when we go mining and come back at night. Bing! I mean, this thing will light up the whole campsite. Ain't nobody going to accuse these people of building a dim light. This thing, it's bright. No doubt about that. It just needs an on-off switch. I need a way for me to boop and turn it off. That would be you know, that's kind of a very important feature. I think I like this. I'd like it more if maybe it came with a second one, or if it just stood on its own. That would be a nice feature there. You know, you read their reviews on Amazon, and I suspect a good portion of them are from people like me, where they've reviewed it. And I, like I said, they gave me this. But it is a fair value. It is a very nice value for $18. For $18, you get something that's semi-automated. For $18, you get something that's reasonably watertight. I think that as long as it was this face to the incoming weather, it would probably be just fine. Like I said, those seals there aren't clearly, and this is a nice tight seam, but it's not going to survive submersion. But I mean, what do you want from it? So if you're looking for something that you can use to light up a patio, like for instance our old house, no power on the outside, and I don't really want to cut into finish walls to add a light switch. It just being lazy. This would work perfect. Boom, screw it to the wall there, lights up the deck. But I don't want it turning on every night until it burns its own batteries down. I want to be able to turn it on and off. So, if this is Amazon, I'd say 4 stars for lack of an on-off switch. I think the design is clever. I think the machine is pretty robust. And as far as the light output goes, for $18, you can't go wrong with this. You can't go wrong with this at all. I'll go ahead and put a link to their Amazon page in the video description. And I will thank the company for thinking of us when it came time to testing it. And 4 stars. 4 stars from us. I almost forgot. There, see, there it dimmed down. And it dimmed down because it can't sense me, because I have a box over the top. So there it came back up again. And that's that auto dimming feature, which is what we've just left it on most of our time testing it. But yeah, there's no doubt whatsoever that it's bright. I mean, it's dark in here, you know, and I can illuminate the shop. Ain't no doubt at all that it's bright, and it would work excellent for that purpose. See there, it can't sense me. So there she saw me again. So that's that auto dimming feature, like I said, that we've been just using it on. Seemed to me if I was going to review a light, I probably should show it lit up. Thanks for watching.